Okay.
Hybrid
All right.
events are complicated events. They're not, there's
Yeah.
nothing easy about a hybrid event.
Yeah.
A
So my
true hybrid event. There's so
sort of thing.
I would say there's two levels of hybrid events. There's the level of, let's do an in-person, small in-person, and let's stream the content through at, in real time, and they call that a hybrid event, which it is. It's not, I'm not saying it's not. It is a hybrid event. And then there's the what I call the omni-channel hybrid event, where you're really looking at all the touch points and all the ways that people can actually communicate with you, and before the event and post the event, how can the attendees communicate, and how can you extend that journey so that there's a longer journey time, that people are not just coming for those 2 days, but it's the lead up to those 2 days, post those 2 days, so it becomes a longer, or maybe it goes over months. Maybe it's not 2 days in a row, maybe it's an hour every week. Think about that. You can think about hybrid events in so many different ways. You can change it up. But I think what the most important thing is about hybrid events is the way in which we interact with the attendees. It's all about engagement, and how are we engaging, what senses are we using to engage, and how are they able to interact with us. That's the most important thing. You need different strategies that work together, and you may need to MCs, an MC for the hybrid and an MC for in-person, where they can actually communicate with each other and bounce off each other. You might need to do that. You need to really make that engaging, the online component very engaged, so that they feel part of the event. You might feel that, before you choose your technology, you might feel that maybe what we should do is, because we've got an exhibition area, maybe we should do this in 3D so that they become an avatar and they can walk through it. But you've really got to understand your demographic, and if that's something that your demographic would like to be part of. So don't just go and choose technology and say, oh, this is popular, let's use this one. Really think about your event before you choose the technology and the experience that you want to create. Once you've done that, then you'll be able to find which technology best suits you. You don't want to pay for a Rolls-Royce hybrid software technology when you don't need it. If you only need a Nissan, then just buy a Nissan level of hybrid technology. But if you want the whole bells and whistles, then go, for the most expensive with all the bells and whistles. And find out whether your attendees want something that's a virtual experience where they can actually roam around and, have conversations in circles, or whether they can, in groups where they can have, walk up to a group and have a conversation, and whether they're an avatar and they're walking through and roaming around themselves and searching through. So that's a wonderful experience. But, the major problem is that when we go to a conference and we're there live, we go into the exhibition hall because we need a break from being in session, and we want to network. When you're online, it's very hard to do that, right? It's a whole different strategy, because you've got to waste time at the conference. So you go into the exhibition. That's why the exhibition's there, because there's a break in the speakers, and then all the sponsors want to show you their stuff. When you're online, you're coming in from the office or from home. You don't have a necessity to go into the exhibition hall where everyone is. There's no reason for it. Yes, you might chat with people online, but do you have a reason to roam around the exhibition hall? Probably not. People use that time to make some more phone calls, or some, reply to some emails. So it's a different strategy. So you really need to think about that, and how you're going to, work with that, work with your stakeholders, work with your sponsors for the in-person, for the online component of it. So you need to just really think about that whole strategy and how you want it to be. Gamification
yes,
gamification is very big.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of gamification platforms out there now that are doing games. So, and it's also good when you're, you've got sponsors, so you can actually have like quizzes and things like that for sponsors, and they like that, where you can actually immerse yourself in a bit of a game in the breaks, and people can play in person on their phone, or you could actually also have it up on the screen where people can actually play on their phone and see it on the screen. So there's different ways you can actually do it. So you can have people at home doing it and seeing it all on the screen. So there's so many different amazing technologies and suppliers out there, but gamification is big on platforms. There always has been, but there's also quizzes and things like that you can actually do, and treasure hunts and things like that you can do, which incorporates the learning, or it incorporates the sponsors you want it to be. And if you map that out before you start choosing software, you'll find that you'll choose the right software, and you won't be going, oh, I didn't know this software doesn't do that, I thought it did. And you'll know what you need, because you'll be in a position of strength, because you'll be able to say to the provider, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you provide this? What is and that's what you need to do. I have a list of great vendors, so you can actually head over to our website and download it. It's free. You just got to give me your name and your email address, but other than that, it's free. And you can get a list of, I think, 50, 60 different technology providers that can do hybrid events for you. So please head to our website, check it out in the link below, and download it.